shackles for yourselves. You say bad times, bad luck. Money come avak. Money never stays in your home. You've dressed up your failures with such beautiful words that you can no longer see your own weaknesses. The truth is, money came to your doorstep many times, but you remained asleep. And by the time you woke up, it had already moved on. Then you said, look, it's gone to someone else's home. Money is energy. Like the wind blows like a river, so too does money. It can't remain stagnant. Those who try to stop it, lose it. Those who make it, flow with it. You've been taught to accumulate, to hold on, to close your fist tightly. And I say, if you close your fist, nothing will stay inside. Open your hands, only then will something remain. There's a deep resistance within you. You say outwardly that you want wealth, but a voice deep within says that wealth is sin. This duality leaves you nowhere. You hate the very thing you desire. The idea. So how will it ever come to you? Wealth isn't a stone you can pick up and put in your pocket. It's a mirror of your consciousness. Whatever your mind is, wealth will come your way. If you harbor inferiority complex, you'll fall short of opportunity. If you harbor fear, you won't be able to take action at the right time. And if you harbor greed, you'll fall in haste. The first key to attaining wealth is to clear your inner entanglements. You've seen some people who appear quite ordinary, yet wherever they put their hands, prosperity springs forth. They don't practice magic. They're simply clear. Their desire is clear. They don't fear wealth. They don't blame it. They don't run from it. They see it as a means, not an end. This is the secret that rich people don't hide from you, but you don't want to hear. You think there's some secret trick, some hidden path. I say the greatest secret is that there is no secret. Wealth goes to those who create value. Those who become useful in the lives of others become useful themselves. If you solve people's problems, people will respect you. Riazmopek will lead to trust. Trust will lead to cooperation, and cooperation will lead to prosperity. But what do? You think ahead about the benefits. Your focus is fixed on the result. If you start counting the fruits even when you sow the seed, how will the plant grow? Another key to gaining wealth is to do your work with love. The fruits will come in their own time. Understand this. Wealth is not bad. Attachment is bad. Wealth can liberate you if you are free. And the same wealth can enslave you if you are bound within. The difference is not in external things, but in your inner state. A man came to me. He said, I am very poor. Show me the way. I asked him, why are you poor? He immediately replied, society is to blame. Circumstances are to blame. I said, if society is to blame, how did those in that society become rich? He fell silent. Change won't happen until you take responsibility. Wealth goes to those who take responsibility. You think being rich means leaving others behind. No, being rich means living your full potential. When you work to your full potential, your aura changes. People are attracted to you. This attraction is the seed of wealth. Think of money as a means to make life beautiful. If you make money your life, it will consume you. But if you put life at the center and let money revolve around it, it will serve you. You must remember 3 things. First, don't underestimate yourself. You haven't lived even a fraction of the power you possess. Second, recognize fear. Most people remain poor because they fear risk. They fear failure so much that they don't even try. Third, be patient. Wealth doesn't come overnight, but it does come to those who persist. I tell you to make your work a spiritual practice. When you do something wholeheartedly, a depth comes into it. People feel that depth. That depth becomes your identity. Recognition brings prestige. Reputation brings opportunity. And opportunity brings wealth. But there's another secret that few people understand. If you earn only for yourself, your horizons will remain limited. If you take others along, you will expand. You grow only when you share. It seems paradoxical, but it's the truth. Don't hold on to wealth. Let it flow, just like a river flows. The person who only accumulates ends up empty, but it returns to the person who gives multiplied. The path to wealth begins from within, not outside. First, remove the poverty of your mind. What is poverty of the mind? Comparison, jealousy, fear, hesitation. When you envy others, you waste your energy. When you are inspired by others' success, that same energy propels you forward. You must understand that life is not a competition. There are 100 reasons. Only those who create prosper. Creation happens not only in art, but also in business. It happens in service. It happens in farming. Wherever you add new value, the doors to wealth open. And finally, remember this, money will bring you joy only as long as you own it. The day it becomes your master, your slavery begins. Therefore, be vigilant within. If money comes, there is gratitude. If it goes, there is peace. Only the person who is stable within is truly rich. Don't chase money. Awaken your potential. When you awaken fully, wealth will follow you. This is the secret that rich people don't hide, but you don't hear. Now listen, understand, and move forward. The path ahead awaits within you. You might ask, if wealth is so easy, then why are people immersed in struggle? I say because before they understand wealth, they have either made it a god or an enemy. The one who makes it a god bows before it. The one who makes it an enemy flees from it. In either case, you remain unfree. Without freedom, prosperity cannot come. An old story is ingrained within you. A saint is one who renounces wealth, and one who earns wealth is greedy. This is half truth, and half truth is the biggest lie. There is no greatness in renouncing wealth if the desire is alive within. And there is no sin in acquiring wealth if there is no attachment within. Wealth earned through inner renunciation. And understanding keeps you light, while wealth earned through ignorance weighs you down. The second secret to prosperity is vision. Where you see opportunity, the path opens. Most people see a problem, so they stop there. The same situation confronts two people. One says it's difficult. The other says it's a challenge. The first retreats, the second moves forward, and the one who advances gradually becomes the master of wealth. You were taught security from childhood. You were told to be content with what you have. Contentment is beautiful, but if it becomes inertia, it stunts growth. True contentment is inner peace, not outer inertia. You should be content within, but strive externally. This is not a contradiction. This is balance. Listen to a small incident. There were two friends in a village. Both came from poor families. One day they decided to go to the city and work. The first friend would find fault with every job, saying the employer was not good, the wages were low, and the times were bad. He kept changing jobs every month. The second friend saw every job as an opportunity to learn. He first worked as a laborer, then he learned accounting, then he understood the buying and selling of goods. After a few years, the first friend remained where he was, while the second had started his own business. It wasn't in his inner destiny, it was in his vision. The third key to wealth is to keep learning. He who stops learning stops growing. And he who stops growing gradually declines. Prosperity is not static. It is a continuous flow. If you don't add new skills, new knowledge, new experiences, your flow will dry up. But learning doesn't happen only through books. Life is the greatest teacher. Failure is also a teacher. You fear failure, that's why you don't learn. Remember, failure is the soil in which the seeds of success germinate. Those who fear falling can't even learn to walk. Another secret relates to financial relationships. You can't prosper alone. You need people, colleagues, customers, and friends. If your behavior is harsh, if you only see profit, people will drift away. And when people drift away, opportunities will also disappear. So cultivate sweetness in your behavior. Sweetness isn't flattery, it's the awareness that the other person has dreams just like yours. You must also understand that time is more valuable than money. Money can be lost and regained, but time cannot. Therefore, only those who respect time gradually gain respect for money. Arriving late, procrastinating, and laziness are all signs of invisible poverty. No matter what appears externally, poverty persists within. Now, a deeper point. You want to earn money, but are you free from your inner conflicts? If you harbor guilt, if you feel unworthy, you will retreat even when opportunities arise. So cultivate the belief within yourself that you are capable. This isn't arrogance, it's self-acceptance. You must have noticed some people, despite having mediocre abilities, excel far ahead. Why? Because they have no inhibitions. They express their thoughts, make decisions, and take risks. Some, despite being extremely talented, lag behind because they are consumed by thinking. Thinking is good, but endless thoughts engulf you. The fourth key to wealth is decision. The one who makes a decision creates direction. The one who avoids a decision is also making a decision to stay put. Life doesn't wait. If you don't move, someone else will. And remember, wealth isn't just money. Wealth is your energy, your time, and your skills. If you channel these three into the right direction, wealth will come naturally. But if you waste energy, waste time, and don't develop skills, mere desire will achieve nothing. I repeat, wealth isn't bad. Attachment is bad. When you make wealth your identity, that's when trouble begins. If money is lost, your identity is shattered. But if your identity is built on inner awareness, you will remain stable whether money comes or not. Prosperity means not only earning more, but also using it wisely. Many people earn money but are unable to manage it. They lack discretion in spending, patience in investing, and generosity in giving.